9 o'clock. A series of arsons in Sawyer County last November saw the loss of homes, businesses, and even a veterans center. Fox 21's Alex Evans sat down for an exclusive interview with the county sheriff and also spoke with victims who remain fearful the arsonist may strike again.
The tight-knit towns and communities in the southeastern corner of Sawyer County, Wisconsin, have been left scarred after a blitz of 6 property fires occurred over a 9-day period in late November. From the onset of their investigation, the local sheriff's office, assisted by the state DOJ and other agencies, appeared to suspect that an arsonist was responsible. The first 3 fires occurred during the early morning hours of November 18th at a home in the town of Weigor, a home in the neighboring town of Meteor, and the nearby Birchwood American Legion. On November 23rd, 2 more suspected arsons were reported at DJ's Mart in Radisson and an attempted fire just across the street at the Chippewa Valley Bank. The last reported fire came on November 27th at another residence in the town of Weigor. Miraculously, there have been no injuries related to the fires, but that does little to settle the nerves of some of the victims, who say they are concerned for their safety with a suspected serial arsonist still at large.
We believe there's a terrorist on the loose somewhere that tried to kill us in our house. They didn't know we were gone, and he's still out there. You know, and what's to stop him from finishing the job that he tried to do to us or our neighbors or anybody?
Jean and Richard Clark have lived at their home in Meteor since 2006, but the property has been a part of Richard's family for generations. At the time of the fire, however, the couple was in the Twin Cities, fighting a different life-threatening battle.
I was trying out for a clinical trial for my terminal lung disease, and we got woken up on the morning I was supposed to go to my appointment at 5 o'clock in the morning by the neighbor down the road on her way to work, seen her house in flames. Thought we were in the house, so she started calling around and got a hold of our son.
The Clarks have been left in disbelief, forced to weigh the financial costs of rebuilding the dream home they already had and their fears over being the target of another fire.
Why would you want to put people through something like that?
You have no idea what it's like to lose your home and all your belongings. And one of the other victims I've talked to, they're a young family with young kids. They lost their home too, Why?
Less than 15 minutes from the Clarks is American Legion Post 379, a fixture in the community whose leaders have decided to move full steam ahead in repairing and rebuilding the fire-damaged property.
It's the heart and soul of this whole community. There's a lot of people that care about this place. We're trying the hardest we can to rebuild it as fast as we can.
First Vice of Post 379, Brian Rose, has been putting in 10-hour-plus days alongside crews to completely remodel the aging structure and hopefully bring some light to the tragedy.
We want this to be something that when people walk in this door, our objective is to make it like no other Legion and better than it's ever been.
While Rose is in high spirits about the rebuild, he doesn't understand why a person would take away such a vital place from the community.
It didn't only hurt the community, it hurt a lot of vets that come here and talk, and it's a great place for them to release some of the stuff that they can't release and talk about it. And it's hard for people to understand that, but I just don't understand why he did it.
On Friday, we sat down for an exclusive interview with Sawyer County Sheriff Douglas Mrotek to get the latest updates on their hunt for the arsonist.
Our primary goal is to make sure that the individual or individuals that are involved are brought to justice.
The sheriff said that they've received additional evidence through tips following the release of a short clip of security footage that allegedly shows a person of interest near one of the scenes.
And we had some very good quick responses with good information, which was very beneficial. We also obtained some additional evidence that is at the Department of Justice being analyzed.
Mrotek also noted that the community has continued to play a crucial part in their investigation.
We're all in it together. We're very dependent on the community. We're fortunate our community has a good pulse in their own communities on who, what, why, and where. and that's been very beneficial for us to move this case forward as well.
While the investigation continues, victims are hoping that somebody in the community can provide law enforcement with the break in the case that they need.
If you know anything, please help us. We need help.
Come forward. I know a few of our friends have put up cameras because they're nervous too that they could be next.
Reporting from Sawyer County, Alex Evans, Fox 21.
Scary stuff.